What is happening in UPC, guys? Something which is definite sad news to the UPC party members as they prepare to present a candidate for presidency in 2026. It is now just a few days for nomination of the presidential candidates, but UPC is in tension. There are three factions coming in straight, and these factions, one is a popular person, but the other two may be questionable for an ordinary person. The person that you might already know is Akena, and then another person also claiming legitimacy is Dennis Adim Menap, and also another one is Joseph Otieno. Definitely you will ask yourself, why are they all claiming legitimacy? Who are they? Well, let's start with the person you might already know, that is Akena.
So by Wednesday, we must have a UPC flag bearer, and I intend that flag bearer to be Akena, as I'm ready, prepared, and organized for this election.
Akena is the son of UPC founder, that is Milton Obore, and former First Lady Maria Obore. He's a member of Parliament for Lira City, and also he has led UPC since 2015 after defeating Dr. Alur in a controversial delegates conference. He also controls UPC headquarters at Uganda House and the main party infrastructure. Now, why he claims legitimacy? He says he was properly elected and endorsed at the party's delegates conference in 2015 and subsequent renewals. He also insists UPC's National Council voted to extend his term for 1 year after the High Court ruling. So he is the continuity president until fresh elections. He holds official recognition from Uganda Electoral Commission, that is historically, as the UPC president, and therefore keeps the legal party seal and headquarters. Another faction or another rival is Joseph Paintek Ochieno.
I'm not able to return nomination forms unless I'm clearly the president of Uganda Post Congress. But we are sort of ready preparing ourselves for that.
Often miswritten as Otieno, who is this guy? He's a veteran UPC member and commentator, part of the UPC's party diaspora wing for years. He also known as a vocal critic of Akena and an advocate for constitutional governance inside UPC. He has also filed several court cases challenging UPC's leadership decisions. And why he claims legitimacy? He argues Akena ceased being party president when his nomination for the new term, that is 2025-2030, was nullified by the High Court in July 2025. He says UPC's constitution doesn't allow self-extension of mandate, so the leadership should revert to an interim arrangement or fresh elections under neutral supervision. He also positions himself as a guardian of the party constitution rather than someone seizing power. He is asking courts to restore what he calls lawful leadership rather than personally take the seat. Well, the last contender is Dennis Adim Menap,
We have court orders that have not been appealed against, and as such, those orders bind the National Electoral Commission, which is to the effect that Jimmy Akena, having been stopped from contesting as party president of the UPC, cannot be.
Who is Dennis Adime now? He's a UPC member and lawyer by training. In July 2025, was declared UPC president and opposed by 3 members of UPC's own electoral commission, that is Jack Kabusu, Magere Emmanuel Were, and Naume Natukunda. He's seen as a new face trying to hand the Akena era. That is according to numerous sources. And why he claims legitimacy, he says Akena's nomination was illegal and nullified by the High Court, creating a vacancy. He claims that according to UPC's constitution, the party's electoral commission can declare a new president if there is only one valid candidate, which they did with him. He presents himself as the clean break candidate who can restore party unity after years of infighting. So here is the bottom line. Akena says he is legitimate because of incumbency plus party structure plus priority recognition. Then Acholi says legitimacy should follow the court ruling plus strict constitution, which makes Akena's seat vacant. And Ab says legitimacy now belongs to him because he was validly declared president unopposed after Akena's nomination was nullified.
We have listened to all the sides. Some of them came with their lawyers. We have also listened to them, and the commission will now sit and deliberate on the presentations that have been made and the evidence that has been brought before us and the arguments of both sides, and then we take a decision and we shall inform them.
So far, what we also know is on the 22nd of July 2025, Akena Jimmy accused President Museveni of causing confusion or tension or having an invisible hand against UPC and trying to block UPC from nomination.
Instead of recognizing that UPC is at a position to make a difference in Uganda, some of my cabinet members spent more time quarreling with one another. The President has expressed it in very clear terms. He does not want me on the ballot. Law firms closely associated with the presidency or family of the presidency playing games and manipulating court processes. Please, Mr. President, let the people of Uganda have an honest conversation.
Jimmy Akena has received money from President Museveni. He can take me to court on that one. Part of that money I transported it from the sources. So when on one hand he takes benefit of President Museveni and then he wants to accuse others of doing the very things he has been doing, is unfair, dishonest of him.